Tonight will be the last night of the curfew. It will be lifted from 5 a.m. tomorrow, and I want to make a very important additional announcement though in relation to that matter. Whilst the curfew comes off, that tonight's the last night, we have decided that a new fine, a penalty almost to $5,000, just less than $5,000, will apply for any unlawful outdoor gatherings or indoor gatherings. Victoria Police, the Chief Commissioner himself, will stand up tomorrow and go through some of the detail of this, but it mirrors the arrangements we've put in place for people travelling to regional Victoria and potentially taking the virus with them without a lawful reason. So if you're having a party at your house, that is not lawful. That puts everything at risk. And if a call's made to the police assistance line, and there's been many of them over these months, or if police are out on routine patrol and there are an inordinate number of cars parked out the front of your home, then you may well get a knock on the door. And the penalty will be no warnings. There'll be no $1,652 fine. It's almost $5,000. I can't make it any clearer just how serious this is. We are so close, so close to beating this thing, and it is just not appropriate to be going and visiting friends, to be gathering in car parks or wherever it might be. All the stuff that we saw some months ago, and we have seen to a lesser extent in recent times, that puts everything at risk. It puts everything that Victorians have done at risk. And Victoria Police will speak tomorrow in very clear terms. This is a very significant penalty. We don't make this decision lightly, but if no one has the right to put everything that Victorians have done at risk by going and potentially spreading the virus one family to another. In terms of these matters, the curfew and other matters, all of these matters come from the best of public health advice. It was a late night last night, very early morning this morning. That's the nature of these things.
And so in reflecting on the obligations of the Victorian Charter and the Public Health and Wellbeing Act and the issue of proportionality, it's my view, and it was the public health team's view, that the curfew is not a proportionate measure to have in place going forward. The new fines that will be in place from tomorrow night are really to focus down on that transmission risk and to be a reminder and an actual penalty for a breach of those stay-at-home directions where individuals might unlawfully gather in private homes. So the focus is absolutely very much on that behaviour, on that transmission risk, because that's an ongoing concern, and as the Premier stated, this whole strategy could fall apart if we don't hold the course on the very, very important aspect of limiting our interactions with others to those that are in this new step, which is 2 households or your own household, no greater than 5 people meeting outside. That is a very different risk to a private indoor unlawful gathering where indeed people are too close together, there's speaking and laughing and shouting and masks are not necessarily worn. That cannot happen at this stage. We'll get to a point where it can, but that is not now, and so those penalties that are going to be in place from tomorrow night are there to address that.